In this video, we're going to demonstrate how to import an Excel spreadsheet full of leads into SI Lead Manager Beta 5. In the last video, you saw I created a list called Yankees, and I manually added a single lead, Derek Jeter. Now, to import leads from an Excel spreadsheet, let me show you the Excel spreadsheet to give you an idea of what the format looks like. So here you have it. If you put it in this format, it makes it much easier to import the leads. It takes out a step that I'll show you. So you want to have like the headings within the first row of owner last name, owner first name, owner address, owner city, owner state, owner zip, property address, property city, property state, and property zip. And then just fill in the information as such. You can have additional columns in here if you wish, which then later gets into adding custom fields, and I'll show you how to do that in another video. So let's close this up so I can import it. Back to the SI Lead Manager, come in here and select Import from Excel. And the first thing we're going to do when this dialog pops up is press here to select import file. You get another window that pops up. Let me explain this a little bit because you have two options. You can import from two forms of Excel files, the older versions, which are Excel 97 to 2003, and the newer versions was 2007 to 2010. My Excel sheet was in the 2010 version, so I have that selected. We'll pick the export leads to Yankees Excel file, hit open. Now it's pulled it in, and the first thing I like to do is change the list title name. You can type a new one in, or you can select an existing one. I'm going to select an existing one, the Yankees. And then, actually, let's create a new one. Let's call it the Yankees Imported. We'll put it in code violations as well. Entry next. Leave these as is. Hit next. Now in this section you'll match the columns. Beta 5 auto matches the columns as long as you've used the column headings that I mentioned previously. So the owner last name, as you can see, they match up exactly with what is in the database. If you want to change one, you can hit the drop down and select a different field like that. Let's put that back to state because we want state. So now if you're satisfied here, you can hit next, and it's telling you it's a preview of the data that's going to be imported in. Take a quick look to make sure everything's okay. This is 49 total records. Leave these by default. What it does is it checks for duplicate property addresses. So if you already have data in Beta 5 and you're trying to import a record that has an identical property address, it won't import it because you don't really want that in there, because then it's just a duplicate record. Sometimes lists overlap and you don't need to be mailing a person 2-3 times after they've told you not to mail them or whatever have you. So I'm satisfied with this. Let's import. So hit import file. Now it imports it in, tells me there's 49 records. It imported all 49. If there are any duplicates, it would show up down here. And the actual duplicates of the records not imported will show down here so you can see which ones are there. Now from here, that's all we want to do. We can create mailings. That's for another video. So we'll close that up. Now you see all the leads have now been put in. See now Yankees imported. Now the Yankee, and then Yankees, which is the single import we did in the last video. So then there you have it. These are all the leads that have been from that import file. Now, a quick little demonstration on the search. Say I want to search for Jeter. Fine. There's the 2 entries for Derek Jeter. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at scott@strugglinginvestor.com. I will answer them as quickly as possible. And if you run into any errors or you have any suggestions, feel free to email me as well. Thank you.